SMT Nation, we back. Nation, update out of T-Mobile. This is a pretty bad one, actually, if you're on the T-Mobile side of things. They've got a little bit of a conflict that involves some spectrum assets, and it's probably going to impact their ability to deploy and operate these frequencies. I'm not liking what I'm seeing and hearing here, but let's go over those details. Link for the original article will be in the description. Also in the description, the Real SMT Buy Me Coffee link. If you want to support your creators, appreciate the content here on the channel, go ahead, keep the SMT caffeinated, motivated, use the coffee link in the description, and get us one. Also, if you're looking for a really good deal on wireless service, you can get it from our wireless partner, NTMobile, who really does offer the best value in wireless and provides the best customer care in the game. So you get that combo. Can't be beat. Well, actually, right now they're running the deflation promo, in which they're going to make every plan that they offer $15 per month. And that includes even the unlimited plan. So if you're looking for that great deal and want to take advantage of this special promotional offer, the deflation promo, you can use our partner link, mintmobile.com/sneed. Unique and exclusive to get this deal. Really can't be beat. Check them out. Link in the description. Okay, so T-Mobile and Lockheed Martin are not getting along right now. All right, T-Mobile, in a filing with the FCC, is questioning the viability of Lockheed Martin's use of the 3.45 gigahertz mid-band spectrum, which we know as DoD, right? Lockheed Martin, Department of Defense, you know where this is going. Okay, so it says here that the STA, or Special Temporary Authority, was designed for T-Mobile and Lockheed to work together to come to, I guess, agreements on how they were going to coordinate the use of these frequencies. And, you know, they wanted to look at things under an experimental authorization, as the Department of Defense operates many of their radar systems through the spectrum or neighboring and adjacent, frequencies within this band. And according to T-Mobile, they've conducted analyses, done some field testing in order to determine the impact of Lockheed Martin's operations on T-Mobile's use of the same spectrum. T-Mobile appears to be pretty frustrated with the way that things are going. I think what T-Mobile is doing here is they're trying to jockey for position to complain to the FCC that, there's enough issue there where it's really going to prevent them from doing what they need to do with this frequency that they paid $3 billion for. Now, mind you, AT&T has DoD spectrum, and so does Dish. And I believe there might be some other regional providers too, including, I think, US Cellular. So there's other carriers involved here. I'll get to that more in a bit later. But it says here, some levels of interference would destroy our networking equipment, according to T-Mobile. That was a quote. They just thought I'd throw that out there. I guess from a technical standpoint, shifting traffic from one base station when others are unavailable is no longer possible under Lockheed Martin's operations because of interference. Interference that is so high that no base stations could effectively use the frequency in the band. T-Mobile can currently identify no mitigation techniques that would permit Lockheed Martin to operate in a manner that would not create catastrophic interference to the network and its customers. Okay, so kind of crazy, right? And it's a development, when I look at the operations here, it says interference that's caused on high-power land, sea, and airborne radars into commercial systems. T-Mobile remains skeptical about the potential for commercial shared-use spectrum with these government systems. So it looks to me like T-Mobile is trying to jockey for the FCC to basically strip away the entire band from being shared to simply going commercial for the mobile network operators. Lockheed Martin responded. And they don't sing the same tune, They obviously were trying to work with T-Mobile, offering mitigations. T-Mobile says that they don't work, they're ineffective, and under this STA, in which they're supposed to come to this agreement, in which there's supposed to be this flexible use between the two entities, this looks pretty bad, and I'm going to tell you guys why this looks pretty bad. The reason why this looks bad is because it looks to me like, in good faith, Lockheed has been working with T-Mobile try to make this work. The second piece to this is we're seeing other companies that are working with Lockheed Martin as well. Lockheed Martin came out publicly and offered more favorable reviews for other carriers working under similar STAs. So they obviously voiced pleasure with AT&T, quote, continued willingness to collaborate on real-world testing opportunities, and they commended Dish as well for the support for real-world testing of mitigation techniques and being engaged in the cooperative process. This sounds to me, T-Mobile is being difficult. T-Mobile has, I guess, some ulterior motives here, but so here and hear me out on this, guys. When Lockheed Martin can effectively work with other companies but not T-Mobile, that says more about T-Mobile, right? I don't think they understand. You know, T-Mobile has always been shrewd. In my opinion, what they've done over the last, few years with the merger, they've shown their true colors. They said whatever it took to make the merger happen. They've played dirty on a lot of different levels, and everything has really gone their way. They've bullied their way through the industry. They've achieved a lot of mergers. The government has played nice with them. The whole thing with Dish and all this other stuff. There's a lot there. This isn't going to end well for T-Mobile, because if they're not sensing the tone in the room. The entire industry is working well with Lockheed Martin, and they aren't. And I understand what they're trying to do. They want to see the full band go completely commercial and taken away and just used primarily for commercial networking. And I respect it. I understand that. But it's not happening. All right, you want to talk about fishing in an empty well? Now you're just creating enemies with entities and other parties that you just don't need to do this. So in my opinion, I think this is dumb. I think they look foolish. And I think it's going to be unfruitful, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.